Shanna, welcome. Thank you so much for sitting down with me and taking a second to talk about your experience with Glow.
Thank you.
How did you get connected with Glow? Can we start there?
Yes. So I have known Ani, the CEO, for over a decade, from Arkansas, Northwest Arkansas. And I went from managing retail sales in skincare and cosmetics, MAC Cosmetics. Ended that after we came back from our break on COVID, started my own personal training company, and everybody started going back to work, lost some clients, and I reached out to Ani and asked for his mentorship because I wanted something that, like a new retirement plan.
Yeah.
Personal training alone wasn't going to get it at my age, and I want more for myself. So reached out and he said, we actually have an owner's program. You start at the bottom or start entry level and work every position, know what it feels like, what it entails. And I did that all in about 2 years. Started at the bottom. I had to move to Texas though. I had to relocate. And I Airbnb'd my house. I still did personal training virtually on the side, worked my way up through Glow. There was an investor back where I was from, in Rogers, Arkansas, Bentonville, Arkansas, about the same area. And they were interested in opening a franchise, and
but they needed the operator.
And they needed the operator.
They needed the you.
And so they reached out and he was like, perfect. Shanna, do you want a store, or do you think you're ready? Because at that time I was overseeing 4 locations in Texas, the top performing locations in Texas. And I said, yes, I want to go back home. I want to be in my house. Yeah. And so this is allowing me to be set up for a nice retirement. I can hopefully semi-retire by 55.
Heck yeah.
And I will have a total of 4 stores. I have 1 currently, working on 2 and 3 right now, but we'll have a total of 4.
That's so cool. Why 4? Why not? Like 1 is great. You went from, personal training to an employee at Glow, and then you're like, but I want 4. Why is there?
Because
the 4?
Once you put in the legwork in training and coaching and developing staff big enough, you start to see the cream rise to the top. And you can easily spot your leaders and people that are interested also in doing what you do. So the sooner you train your replacement, you can move up. So put in the work on the front end, training them exactly how you want it ran.
Yep.
All the policies and procedures, explaining. I like to explain the why behind things so people understand. And then now, I opened February, March. I've got an assistant manager, a store manager, and I can kind of back off some and let them lead, and they just come to me when they have questions. So it will be easier when I have more stores, of course, more income for me once the loans are paid off and everything. And so maybe more after that, but we're going to start with 4.
Okay, what's the transition like going from like, okay, I'm an employee, I'm great at my job, to like, wait, now I need to like figure out profit and loss and how much money I'm actually making and all. How was that transition? What was the support like?
So that will come from your investor, and some owners do their own payroll and their own profits and losses, or they have a CPA. My investor already had a CPA in mind that also runs his other companies. So I'm fortunate that I don't have to run payroll.
I guess that makes sense. He's like, I want you for the operations.
And she does the actual, we have a quarterly meeting every quarter. And at the quarterly meeting, we all have our printout and we go over everything, profits and losses. And so.
Awesome. What would you say to a current Glow employee that's considering starting down the path? Is it worth the 2-3 year grind to figure it all out?
Yes. It is the hardest, easiest job you will ever have. People don't realize the amount of physical work it is at store level. But if you're willing to put in the work, the time, fill in where needed, and just you've got to dive into it. If you don't dive into it and give it your all, there's some hard days. You get, especially during busy season. Busy season, you'll see like 200 people in a day. So
and you're just
it's
on
a
your
lot
feet
of bed
all day.
cleaning and a lot of you see a lot of stuff. So you just have to be willing to put in grind and have a little grit.
Yeah.
And
like it.
Yeah.
Like the hard work.
Yeah. I am a workaholic. And a little bit of that too. You got to be married to your work.
Okay. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing your experience.
I hope that helps.